So, talk to me now. Okay, you said something about the lockout year.
Yeah.
During the lockout year, there had to be a rash of injuries based on lack of preparation and then density of games. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see it coming out? Not necessarily on your team, but just the league as a whole.
You know, here's, and this is right now, again, it's the great thing about me. So I go to a gym or another facility, and I'm doing my absolute best not to really look and judge what someone's doing wrong, but I have a tendency to look and see what they're doing better. And then if they're doing something wrong, as opposed to judge what they're doing, say, well, they probably prepped that individual perfectly so he can tolerate that. That's what I have a better idea of doing. So again, it's really within the parameters of a whole thing. If it doesn't have to do with our organization, I don't really want to, I just kind of want to say, like, let me get as much information as I can, then apply it to what it is I'm doing. But if you get too lost in the big picture, I feel you lose sight of what's happening right now.
Right.
So you have a tendency to bias towards trends as opposed to developing, as you said, your own dynamics or your own procedure in order to run this thing. So now, I definitely think you have to upgrade your thought process. If I did what I did right at the beginning, I'd be in trouble. But there's certain things that I did right at the beginning that still work. Absolutely. So you can't come in, and I'm just seeing a trend now where there's not a basic foundation of strength developed. So I think people go too much towards, and again, I'm generalizing, too much towards balance and things like that. And this whole premise of if it's hard, it has to be good for you. And I'm like, really? And if it looks exciting, I mean, and I'm going to say this right now. If you're a practitioner, please leave your shirt on. This has got nothing to do with you. I'm just like, it's your athlete. So if I'm training an athlete, train the athlete. If you have a great body, I love it. Right. But the thing is, if something worked for you, you may be a genetic freak. You got to develop what worked for the people you're working with. And it's not about us. It's about the athletes, or you know what? The 80-year-old or the 40-year-old or the 60-year-old, they're the superstar. Take all your energy, put it into them, and don't worry about your outcome. Just do the stuff for the right reasons.
Exactly right.
So it rolls into, like, again, however, I remember George Cole will say to me, okay, we're going 7 weeks, we're not taking a day off. And I'm like, okay, it's now my job to encourage him while we got to get this done. But he's my head coach. I got to find a way where most people would just be, he said. I'm like, no, but that's what makes it exciting. So in the parameters of what we're doing, we try and upgrade as best we can. We stay on top of the research. Now here's the other thing. I have an unbelievable team, amazing team. And we all help one another. So once you have this amazing team, I figure we had one guy in today, Nurkic, 7-foot Bosnian beast, and I'm just seeing the functionality of hard work. We had him doing MMA because he had knee surgery, then we had our PT doing this and our massage therapist doing this, and then he rolled back in and we structured it all back into his strong and stable when he left. Just a great freaking day, but it was a one huge team, and no one was fighting for his time. It was like, okay, we're going from A, B, C, D, one reason, get you better. So that's kind of where we're pushing towards.